The first time I saw Chief Kofi run out of his house wearing nothing but a wrapper, I thought he was being chased by thieves. But it wasn't thieves, it was his 6 wives, furious and fighting over who would get his attention first. Pots flew, chairs toppled, and even the goats scattered in every direction. My name is Tay. I live in the village of Akoma. Everyone knew Chief Kofi. He was the richest farmer around, with the biggest pineapple farm in the region. People respected him because he was successful and because he had 6 wives. In Akoma, men were judged by the number of wives they had. 1 wife. You were poor. 2 wives. Barely noticed. 6 wives. You were a man of power. But respect outside the house did not mean peace inside. Alma, the first wife, loud, sharp, always first to pick a fight. Esi, the second, quiet, but dangerous when angry, could break things without trying. Nia, the third, the warrior, cried at almost everything. Zara, the fourth, strong, stubborn, and always wanted her way. Lina, the fifth, clever, plotting, always scheming against the others. Maya, the youngest, bold, fearless, never afraid to challenge anyone. Every day was chaos. They argued over food, chores, and whose turn it was to sleep in Chief Kofi's room. Sometimes all 6 insisted he sleep in their huts at the same time. Some nights, the shouting could be heard across the village. The worst fights happened at mealtimes. Every wife wanted her food to be the one the chief would eat. If he tasted one wife's stew first, the others accused him of favoritism. Sometimes they threw food at each other. Sometimes they destroyed pots or chairs. One evening, Chief Kofi came home tired from the farm with a basket full of pineapples. He just wanted to eat and rest. But the 6 wives arrived with food at the same time. Oma, let me eat yours first, he begged. Never. Eat mine, shouted Zara, shoving a pot at him. Maya threw a small stool. Esi yanked his wrapper. Lina tripped him. Nia cried loudly. By the time he realized what was happening, he was running out of the house, half naked, chased by 6 furious wives. He ran to the pineapple farm, hoping to hide among the tall plants. But the shouting followed him. Villagers gathered. They weren't just watching for fun, other men were complaining too. This polygamy thing is not easy, one man shouted. If the chief has this much trouble, imagine us. The next morning, the king called a meeting at the village square. Chief Kofi, exhausted and embarrassed, told the story. The king nodded and said, "From now on, a rotation system will be used. Each wife will have her turn to sleep in the chief's room. On that day, she will cook her own meal and include the chief. No fighting, no arguing. Anyone who refuses will be sent back to their parents' house." He continued. Polygamy is not easy. Marrying many wives brings chaos, stress, and trouble. If you are not ready, marry 1 wife. There is no shame in having 1 wife. The more you have, the more problems you get. The villagers listened carefully. From that day, the idea that a man's worth comes from the number of wives began to change. Men learned that peace at home is more valuable than having many wives. Chief Kofi went back home, exhausted but relieved. The wives, still competitive, gradually accepted the rotation system. Life in the compound became calmer. From then on, the village remembered the day chaos ran through Chief Kofi's house, wrapper flying, wives shouting, and the king had to step in. It became a story told to warn young men, polygamy brings respect, yes, but also a lot of trouble.
Please subscribe to my channel. Let's grow together. See you again in my next video. Bye.